and welcome to the Netty cooking channel. Now in this one I'm making a beef bourguignon, which is a French dish but with a twist. Now this is going to be in the slow cooker, which is handy to do sometimes. Obviously you have to do a bit of prep first, but it's very good to just be able to come home and have a dish ready for you. It's very simple and very easy. Now instead of beef I'm going to be using mouflon, which is a type of cattle, very similar in taste, somewhere in between beef and lamb, and very delicious and healthy and full of nutrition as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get a frying pan with the mouflon, onions and carrot there, and I'm going to fry the mouflon until it is browned, just so it looks a bit nicer really. I've kept it in bigger pieces so it won't shrink so much when it's in the slow cooker. And then obviously cook the onions until they're soft and the carrots until they're soft as well. Now the herbs I'm going to add are some rosemary and thyme and a bay leaf. I've also got in that a tablespoon of tomato puree, a tablespoon of tomato ketchup because it does add a really good flavour, and if you see the bottle with the orange label on there, that is a Henderson's, which is very similar to Worcester sauce, just the Henderson's is the northern version of it. So just add a tablespoon of that. If not, if you can't get that, just get Lee & Perrins, but I use the Henderson's because it's gluten free. Now very fresh rosemary there, just going to add 2 sprigs of that once the meat is fried. And just the 1 bay leaf I've just got dried. I couldn't find any fresh, but I am growing some in my garden which I'm looking forward to. And the only other thing I think I need, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree and 1, you can use a stock cube, I use these ones which are almost like a gel, and I'm going to put 2 in there. So 2 sprigs of each of those fresh herbs. And to note, my recipe is completely gluten-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, egg-free, as far as I'm aware nut-free, but please, if anyone knows of any of those ingredients have got nuts in, please do let us know in the comments. It's very, very helpful. The only thing it isn't is meat-free. But there are some really good vegan alternatives now on the market. I couldn't find anything I wanted to put in it particularly, and it was for both me and my partner, and I do have meat now and again, quite rare, but I do enjoy it when I have it. So I'm just adding that stock cube there now. I'm just going to let that completely dissolve, and it's enveloping all the flavours of the rosemary, the thyme, the bay leaf, and now this stock cube as well. Now I only add water when I've put this, the entire contents of this pan, into the slow cooker. and I just fill it just so it's covering the top where that comes up to. Now there is more ingredients to add later, but I don't add them until 40 minutes when cooking time ends, before cooking time ends. Now just to let you know a bit about my channel, my main channel is a arts and crafts kind of channel. Now I am finding ways to mix art and craft and cooking together. It's kind of a work in progress, this channel, just more of a hobby. I like to cook and experiment with different things, get a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm just a home baker. I'm not in any way professional at it or brilliant or anything like that, but I like to work on recipes and make them better and improve, and obviously fit into that gluten-free and dairy and all sorts of different. I like to cater for all sorts of different dietary needs, so hopefully that's helpful to somebody watching as well. Now I do have a gaming channel which I don't bother with too much, and also a video editing, because I'm enjoying the editing side of making videos for YouTube, and that's called Water Photography by Any Art Netty. Now the Any Art Netty, my name is Netty, or Annette if you want to, that's my proper title, but now where I live up north in the UK, Netty, especially around the Geordie kind of area, means a toilet, so I don't really call myself Netty when I'm out and about, say it's Annette, but mostly I'm called Netty. That's what people have known me as growing up in the northwest of England, so that's why. But the any art bit is basically that I like to try any type of arts and crafts, and that's it really, that's what that means. And also the nitty kitties bit is basically I like to knit and crochet as well, and I like cats. I like every kind of cat. No, but I've grew up with cats and really like them. My partner has a cat. We did have 2 cats, but we've got 1 now, and I just kind of wanted to theme my craft channel around cats as well. So now that's all fried off and the meat is nice and browned and the onions are soft, I'm putting that into the slow cooker. But we're going to cook that for about 8 hours, but 40 minutes before the cut-off time, when it's all ready, we're going to add some more ingredients. So where those ingredients come up to, yes, cook on low as well, where those ingredients come up to, I'm going to fill with water. You see it's very steamy and warm in there, and I do give it a stir about every half hour. So 40 minutes before the end of the cooking time, I'm adding shallots and mushrooms and bacon. Now because I can't eat pork or bacon, I found this isn't bacon, but this is a streaky version of it. I'm putting 3 of them, for want of a better word, rashers, and just chopping them up just like you would with your normal bacon. I'd suggest maybe a smoky bacon for extra flavour, or if you're fit, because I'm using wild game, I thought, now wouldn't it be a good idea maybe to use wild boar, and there is smoked wild boar available, I've seen online as well. So I'm just frying those mushrooms, shallots and the fake bacon together. Now I like to do them whole as well. I suppose another idea is you could add pickled onions to that, probably add them about 20 minutes before the end of the cooking time. So in they go. I've got some potatoes boiling away there as well, because I'm going to make a mash to accompany this casserole of beef bourguignon. I'm just going to give that a stir all together. Stir. And that's what it looks like there. And those onions are going to go nice and soft, but they're just the right texture. If you put them in 40 minutes before the end of the cooking time, and the mushrooms will not go too soggy either. But I do like to fry that fake and bacon, because then it'll be the right texture. If you put it in without frying it, it doesn't taste right. So there we go. We both had beef bourguignon, or in this case mouflon bourguignon, with a nice creamy mash. If you want to know the mash recipe, actually, the recipe for this and the mash will be in the description down below, and it'll be available to print off very, very soon. Now, you could also accompany that with nice fresh crusty bread with butter. That'd be absolutely lovely. Oh, I'm hungry now. Anyway, so thank you ever so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, do find very soon the recipe in the description below. I've got a Facebook group dedicated to the Any Art Netty cooking, so please feel free to join that. And I shall see you again soon. Bye for now. Bonjour, au revoir. Mange tout, Rodney, mange tout.